Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel which is called World Current Static GK Platform. So today we are going to talk about the most important army exercise between Indian Army and other foreign countries. We will cover the Indian Army exercise from December to June 2024. So these armed forces exercise are often asked in the examinations. These are very important, so you must know them. So let's start today's video. First exercise is Al-Najah Army Exercise. It held between Indian Army and Oman Army in Rajasthan. And second, Eastern Bridge Air Force Exercise. It held between Indian Air Force and Oman Air Force at Jodhpur in Rajasthan. And third is Nasim Al Bahar Naval Exercise. It is Navy exercise between Indian Navy and Oman Navy. It held off the coast of Oman. So you can see these first three exercises, they all held with Oman, but they are different because Al Najah is an army exercise, Eastern Bridge is an air force exercise, and Nasim Al Bahar is a naval exercise. So you must remember all these three exercises, and you must remember the name and whether it is army exercise or navy exercise or air force exercise. So these are very important. So the fourth one is Indian Navy is hosting exercise Milan 2024 at Visakhapatnam in two phases. It's a multinational exercise. India, Russia, Iran, USA, Australia, Japan, France to participate. So this exercise is very important. It was in news, and you must remember that the Milan exercise to be hosted by Indian Navy at Visakhapatnam, and it will be held in two phases, and it is a multinational exercise and these countries are going to participate. Next one is Desert Cyclone Exercise. Desert Cyclone Exercise is a military exercise between India, Indian Army and UAE Army. It will be held at Rajasthan, and from Indian Army mechanized infantry to participate. This is very important. Desert Cyclone Exercise between India and UAE to be held in Rajasthan. So next exercise is Shanti Prayas. Shanti Prayas 4 is a multinational military exercise held in Kathmandu, Nepal, and it is hosted by Nepal Army and USA Indo-Pacific Command aims to promote global peace. So Shanti Prayas exercise कहाँ पे है? It's in Kathmandu, Nepal. Main aim is to promote global peace. Exercise Dosti, a coast guard exercise between India, Sri Lanka and Maldives to be held in Maldives, and Bangladesh is observer country. So you can see the exercise Dosti is a coast guard exercise between India, Sri Lanka and Maldives. It's very important. और Bangladesh क्या है? Bangladesh is observer country. Next one is military exercise Dharma Guardian. It's a very famous exercise and it was in news, so you must remember this. Military exercise Dharma Guardian is between India and Japan, held in Rajasthan, and from India, Rajputana Rifles participated and represented the Indian Army. Next one is Tri-Service exercise between Indian Army and Indian Air Force and Indian Navy called Bharat Shakti, held in Pokhran, Rajasthan. Its main purpose was to demonstrate the power and synergies. You can see the Tri-Service exercise held within the armed forces of India just to synergize, just to gather their power and demonstrate it collectively. Okay. 10th is Sea Defender Coast Guard exercise between India and USA. It is a Coast Guard exercise held at Andaman Nicobar Islands. Very important. Sea Defender Coast Guard exercise between India and USA. It held at Andaman Nicobar Islands. So let's go to the next exercise. Maritime Security Belt, a naval exercise between China, Russia and Iran held at Gulf of Oman. So you can see that examiner can ask naval exercise, that is Maritime Security Belt is a naval exercise between China, Russia and Iran at Gulf of Oman. So the examiner can ask where the Maritime Security Belt exercise held. So your answer must be Gulf of Oman. And the next one is military exercise called Lemate. It was in news between Indian Army and Steel Army held in Seychelles, and from Indian Army Gorkha Rifles participated. Next one is Indian Army conducted exercise Tepochi at Nasik in Maharashtra to demonstrate its power. So you can see it is a second exercise that Indian Army conducted to demonstrate its power, that is Tepochi exercise at Nasik, Maharashtra. Next one is very important for exams, that is Tiger Trump 2024 is a humanitarian disaster relief exercise between India and USA. It held in Visakhapatnam, uh, two phases, harbor phase and sea phase. Sea phase to be held at Kakinanda and harbor phase at Visakhapatnam. And the next one is military exercise. Military exercise Cyclone between India and Egypt. So Cyclone military exercise held between India and Egypt in Egypt. And from Indian side, Indian Army side, parachute regiment participated. So it's very important. So let's go to next uh, exercise. That is military exercise Khanjar. Khanjar is very important. It can be asked in the question in the examination. So military exercise Khanjar between India and Kyrgyzstan held in Baklaw, Himachal Pradesh. This site is really important. And from Indian Army, parachute regiment participated. So you must remember the exercise Khanjar conducted between India and which other country? That is Kyrgyzstan, and held in Baklaw, Himachal Pradesh. Next one is Air Force exercise Desert Night between Indian Air Force and UAE Air Force held over Arabian Sea. And the next one is military exercise Sadda Tansik between Indian and Indian Army and Saudi Arabia Army held in Mahajan Range, Rajasthan. Very important for exam point of view. Sadda Tansik military exercise it held between India and Saudi Arabia, where in Rajasthan in Mahajan Range. Next one is Indian Navy. Indian Navy launched Operation Sankalp to counter the piracy in Indian Ocean. So it is very important because in recent news there are a lot of news that pirates are attacking the vessels. They are just capturing and stopping the global trade, which is very harming for the global trade community. So Indian Navy, we all know that Indian government has taken a step to protect the vessels which are going through the Indian Ocean. So Indian Navy is doing that by launching Operation Sankalp to counter piracy in Indian Ocean. Next one is IMT, which is trilateral exercise between Indian Mozambique. IMT is trilateral exercise between India, Mozambique, and Tanzania. Is a maritime exercise held in Mozambique. And from Indian side, INS Tir, INS Sujata participated. So we can see it's a maritime naval exercise held between India, Mozambique, Tanzanian naval forces, and from Indian Navy's warships INS Tir and INS Sujata participated in the INT trilateral exercise. So let's go to the next exercise. That is Indian Coast Guard ship called Samudra Pehredar. Very important. What is Samudra Pehredar? It is a specialized pollution control vessel and it is in Manila, Philippines on a deployment. So very important, examiner can ask about what is Samudra Pehredar? Your answer must be it's a specialized pollution control vessel of Indian Coast Guard and presently it is in deployment where? Manila, Philippines. Next one is Exercise Samudra Lakshmana. Exercise Samudra Lakshmana between India and Malaysia. It's a naval exercise. You must remember it. And next one is Indian Air Force hosted Gagan Shakti exercise at Pokhran, Rajasthan. Indian Air Force demonstrated its power in this exercise. So you must remember Indian Air Force conducted Gagan Shakti exercise where? At Pokhran, Rajasthan. And next one is Indian Air Force launched Operation Bombay Bucket. Very important, very important. To control fire that broke out in forest of Kumaon in Nainital in Uttarakhand. Recently there was a forest fire in Uttarakhand. We all know that it was in news. So the examiner can ask about Indian Air Force launched which type of operation to counter the fire that broke out in Kumaon in Nainital in Uttarakhand. So your answer must be Indian Air Force launched Operation Bombay Bucket to control the fire that broke out in the forest of Kumaon in Nainital in Uttarakhand. And the last one is military exercise Shakti. It was in news between India and France held in Umroi, Meghalaya. Very important site, you must remember it. From Indian side, Rajput regiment participated. So again, military exercise Shakti held between India and which other foreign country? France. Where it held? It held in Umroi, Meghalaya. And from Indian Army, Rajputana regiments participated. So all these military exercise are very important for exam point of view. You must remember all of these. And we want to know more about other important current affair news or static news, or you want to practice any type of MCQ quizzes, then you can go to my website, which is sciencematheducationplatform.in, and practice there free of cost. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, and see you. We will meet again in our next video about any type of questions that are very important for the exam point of view. We will upload another video tomorrow, so please visit to our channel tomorrow also. And okay, thank you very much.